Welcome to the Cheng Cohen Kitchen. This is Season 1, Episode 1 of the seasoned franchise lawyer, Rick's Perfect Brisket.
Okay, hey Michael, I think we need some wine to do this right.
Yeah.
I'm way ahead of you.
So we're gonna make a Texas-style brisket today using a rub that is our proprietary blend of spices and herb. It's the product of many, many, many failed briskets. So before we get started, we want to preheat the oven. We're going to cook the first hour with high heat. I'm going to set it to 450. Let's get started. Michael, you got the
All right,
honors?
Michael.
You get the fun part.
Here you go.
There it
So
is.
lather that over. Plain yellow mustard, by the way. You can use Dijon, you can use whatever you want. It's going to add a little flavor component that you otherwise wouldn't have, in this case with the yellow mustard.
This is way too tidy. I'm going to get up in here.
There you go. Do it like your mama taught you.
All right.
Make
here we
Amy
go.
do it.
Nope.
There we go.
All right. So you get the other side, we can do
All
the
right,
same
here we're
thing,
going to
don't worry
do
about
it
it.
this way.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Here we go. There you go.
You can see Michael's done this a few times in the past. Now, the star of the show, Cheng Cohen Texas-style barbecue rub.
Here, I'll help you.
There you go. Don't be bashful. Put it on there. So how much rub? Really doesn't matter. The more rub you put on there, the more flavor you're gonna have, maybe a little more bark. But I will say for a brisket of this size, you're probably gonna use the entire tube. Most briskets are a lot smaller, so you won't have to use the entire tube. But you wanna make sure you get coverage everywhere.
Okay.
Looks good, looks good. Looks like a mess right now, but I can tell you what's gonna come out of the oven is gonna look as good as these two. Told you not to wash your hands. Don't drop it. All right. Now, the one thing about the size of the pan, the size of the brisket, you want a snug fit. You don't want too much space. So this is actually perfect for this size brisket. And the one thing I want to just point out, there's nothing in there except that brisket. Okay, here we go. Thing's about as heavy as you are. Okay, looking good for 1 hour. So what you've got is that beautiful caramelization, or what they call bark, the chewy nuggets that everybody can fight over later. So now what we're going to do is add fluid. I like to go pretty modest. And you'll see that's not a lot of fluid. The fluid's going to come out of the brisket as well as it cooks real low and slow. So this is broth. It could be anything you choose to use. We like to...
Broth is better.
We're going to cover it up. Ideally, we'd have a covered Dutch oven, which would get a nice tight seal, but we don't, so we'll just cover it with tin foil.
But it's important to cover it tightly with the tin foil.
Into the oven it goes. And we're coming down to 250. We're going to cook a brisket of this size about 4.5 hours at 250, low and slow, to brisket perfection. In the meantime, let's finish this bottle of wine and maybe go find another.
You're all for it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's the brisket. So after an hour at high heat, 4.5 hours at 250, low and slow, we're going to see what we got. Curtain, please.
Oh.
Brisket perfection. And now we got to find the grain of the flat. We can see the grain going like this,
It is not.
or like that,
It's going like that.
or like that. It's going like that, so we're going to cut across it, and the easy trick is there is a point going in the right direction, which is pretty much perpendicular. So, cut about 1/4 inch slices.
That's a big inch, so that's 1/4 inch.
Amy, you want to be in charge of that?
Right, it's good. I don't know what y'all are waiting on. This is good. Scoop the plate. There you go.
I'm diving in. Excellent. You know what that needs?
Glass of wine.
Right here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good work. Let's take the rest of the day off. Amy, what should people do after they make perfect brisket like that?
Serve it over some white rice.
And give me the leftovers.
You serve it over egg noodles or mashed potatoes.
White rice.
Not rice. She puts it over rice.
But we hope that you will try our Cheng Cohen brisket rub, and when you do, please send us some pictures and your story about how it came out, and we love to share it with everyone on our Facebook page.